Quinn exiting, there are no black women coaches currently in the WNBA. And everybody trying to stop on each other. It's reckless for Matt to dismiss it as a cash grab. They're Kelsey Mitchell. Okay. When she was on the free agency in 2024, she re-signed with the Indiana Fever. Notably, it was the president of the Indiana Fever on a podcast, Kelly Kroskopov. She was very crystal clear about how important it was for her team to bring Kelsey Mitchell back. And in Locked On Women's Basketball podcast, she said about referring to Kelsey, said she's our number one priority. Yes, we have the opportunity to core her, and it would be sort of irresponsible of me if we didn't utilize that opportunity. I find that really interesting, considering Caitlin. Nobody knew how hurt Caitlin was going to be last year when this was spoken. And we know that president is a damn lie because it's clear and obvious that they built the team around Caitlin. Why? Because when Caitlin went down, and I specifically remember this game, she went down to Seattle, and their next game was against the Sparks. They hosted the Sparks. And this was before the Sparks started to kind of figure themselves out. Kelsey Plum had just got traded on there, and they were still sorting themselves out. And they visited Indiana Fever, and they had Kelsey Mitchell playing the one. And it looked like they had her trying to do what they would want Caitlin to do. Like the offense was still built around having Caitlin a part of it. It wasn't until they gave Ari McDonald more of a chance, slid Kelsey back to that tube spot, and they started to find their groove again. But they lost that game against the Sparks, and Kelsey Mitchell did not look like her best self. Why? Because this Indiana Fever team's core is Caitlin, not Kelsey. And I'm not saying that because I believe that Caitlin should be it. I'm saying that the president is full of hobbycock. I don't even know what hobbycock is, but she's full of it. And now the same thing, it's like deja vu, is happening again this year. In 2025, Kelsey Mitchell is again on the free agency. And the Fever, now it's the Fever general manager, Amber Cox. She is saying pretty much the same thing that was said last year. And this is what the general manager said. I'm going to sound like a broken record from last year. So she's acknowledging what they were saying last year. She goes on to say, the priority will be Kelsey Mitchell and making sure she remains in a Fever jersey. If you're Kelsey Mitchell, if I'm Kelsey Mitchell, I hear them say that. And I'm like, y'all are lazy for one, because you're saying, oh, we said the same thing last year, even though we didn't truly mean it. Even though what ended up happening was if I'm Kelsey Mitchell, I carried, and she could be a humble queen. And I'm not coming from a place of this shorty's better than everybody. But Kelsey Mitchell literally carried. She literally played until her wheel fell off. And she gave them everything, even though they lied to her face and said that she's the core. Kelsey, she was like, yeah, I know you don't really believe what you're saying, but I believe what I'm going to do. I know I am the core, and I'm going to continue to show up as a core with or without Caitlin. And now she managed to bring them all the way to the semifinals of 2025. 30-point game after 30-point game. Knees started going numb. Shorty can't even feel her legs no more. And the general manager is like being lazy and using lines from last year. Yeah, we're going to make her a priority. We want to make sure she stays in this jersey. Y'all are selfish. Because you know damn well when Caitlin comes back, it's not going to be Kelsey Mitchell's team. It's going to be Kelsey Mitchell's team, but y'all are going to make it like it's Caitlin's team. It's a facade. It's a phony. It's a fake. I do not appreciate it. I did not like that. Let me see what y'all saying. Kelsey, free Kelsey Mitchell. Free Kelsey Mitchell. We got a Furious Fever fan in the comments. Kelsey Mitchell's our bread and butter. Without her, our team is unable to contend for a championship like they were this year. I know. That's why the president of the Indiana Fever, the general manager of the Indiana Fever, and all the Fever fans are saying, "Oh, like Kelsey Mitchell, please stay. We love you. You're a priority." But then when Caitlin comes back, it's no more Kelsey Mitchell. It's all about Caitlin. The bait and switch. I do not want Kelsey Mitchell to fall for the bait and switch anymore. She's a top 5 WNBA player in the league today. She needs to not be on this team anymore because all they're doing is taking advantage of her. They're taking advantage of her. And it's blatant, it's clear, and they're not even trying to hide the fact. Don't fall for it, Kelsey. Don't fall for it. She gets treated like a Robin. I love Tulip said that she gets treated. She is literally getting treated like a Robin. I'm trying to think of a duo where she's like Luigi to the Mario, but Luigi clearly, what would they be without Luigi? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what's another duo that where the second person is treated like that? Like they not the star. Like Takeoff was clearly the reason the Migos were great, but he wasn't the lead of the group, but he was the reason they were great. You see what I'm saying? I don't even know where I'm going with this. I know where I'm going with this, but let me not get off my rocker. I don't see. So Secret says I do not see any problem with CeCe and Mitchell. I agree. I don't see any problem with Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. The problem I see is them lying to her and saying that she's a priority and she's the core. I have a problem with that. But then they act and they do something completely different. They say one thing, but their actions do not follow. So should Kelsey Mitchell give Indiana Fever another chance? What do y'all think? Another team could scoop her up. Another team could absolutely scoop her up, and it would be the best thing for them. The best thing for them. Okay. Someone said, I think she's treated with a lot of respect in Indiana. I think that there's just a narrative that she's not respected. Henry T. Hurley Jr. said Sophie Cunningham was considered a bigger star than Kelsey Mitchell while playing only half the games in production. Show you where their priorities are. King Lion Crown said, I think she will remain in Indiana because of the relationship she has with her head coach. I like Stephanie White. I do think that Indiana's going to give her another year. Or maybe she could be that person who stays there for a while. I mean, just look at the year that she had. So I think even though they lost, they won in a lot of different ways. But the value for Kelsey Mitchell just went way up. Way up. But then it also goes to continuity. I didn't look at the free agency. I don't know the contracts, but Aaliyah, she's heading into her 4th year with Indiana. So continuity-wise, I don't think they're going to keep. I don't know if it's a priority for them to keep them together. It's a priority for Caitlin to come back, and it's a priority for Kelsey Mitchell. Maybe Aaliyah Boston will be a priority. And I'm really curious, do these ladies, I can see how close they could be, and maybe staying together is important to them, but the front office don't care about that. It's a business at the end of the day. We're giving this front office way too much credit.